top of the league leader.
Nobody.
Where about in Vancouver?
Battle for the
Vancouver's
basement.
what, 4-3? They might be a little bit. He might be in the middle.
They're okay. Yeah, Vancouver, Adam Foote's he's probably okay.
Yeah.
It's probably
But
okay.
outside of
Calgary's
that-
a mess right now. Edmonton, obviously, they got one last night.
Yeah.
But they haven't been happy. The Leafs aren't happy, clearly. Ottawa, Travis Green has got to be snapping right now with the injury to Kachuk, and they lost again last night. It's early, but it can get ornery quick, right? You get a little bit disjointed and feel a little bit uncomfortable.
I did that game last night, guys, and I chuckled because I said I thought it was going to be an OT game and a tight game, and it really was because both teams needed to win, right? So I thought to myself, if Knobloch and Green met at center ice at noon yesterday, it was a handshake going, we'll have a tie, get to overtime, we'll both take a point, and then coin flip in overtime. And that's really what happened. Both organizations are like, we need something. And Edmonton looked like they had some life, and so did Ottawa. It was actually it was a methodical game, but it was a pretty good game. Both teams really worked hard. But man, oh man, like that 97-29, boy, when they wanted to turn it on, they were turning it on.
Well,
I love McJesus, but how he didn't get a penalty on that one play
on Ridley Gregg. I thought it was a trip. Like, you know what? If you play it, I don't know if we have the replay. He reaches around and taps. I should have pointed it out on the broadcast, but it was already past. I saw a better view of it. When he reaches around, watch, he reaches and he taps his left leg and then reaches around to the right side. He actually spun him off balance, and that's where I think the ref was like, okay, he's messing with him, but he didn't trip him. But he did, in essence, he did trip him because he pushes on his left leg while he's striding and then goes around the right side and pokes him. And it was I thought it was a penalty.
Crafty.
It
And
was
I
a
guess
cagey
he got away with
play.
it, so you don't have to explain
Cagey.
anything.
And that Howard, that was his first goal.
Yep.
So, anyways, it was coming back to the original point. In the Atlantic, 6 teams are not happy.
Yeah, Boston's, they've thrown away a good start, some goodwill.
Oh yeah, their start is like
that's over. Yeah, you're right, and that I guess you can take solace in that if you're Berube and company. 3-1, not great. Should be better with the start. You had an opportunity to have a great start, but it's not horrendous. You're right there. And
we do this every year, guys.
Every year they do in October.
Every year. What are they doing out there? Are these guys going to be any good?
Yep.
And Hayes says that every year they're going to end up with 100 points. So what we're seeing right now is somewhat concerning. It's just not good enough. Like we said, not enough players are playing good enough. But in the past, regardless of the personnel, they've got it together. So we'll see.
Yep, they have, and it's on them to push the right buttons and get going here for sure, because the rest of the division's allowing you to do that. Whoever can get hot for like 15, 20 games, you might be able to cruise to the finish line. Game 1 of the World Series Friday night. Sean Green will join us, help us tee that up. We've obviously got the Raptors starting their season up tonight down in Atlanta. We'll tee that up later this afternoon. Role play level of concern coming up. MJ calling a game last night. MJ out there doing some skates with Austin Matthews as well. I like that Johnny went no helmet. I like that. I thought he'd wear a hat or something.
You can't wear a helmet with a visor for that taping.
Maybe not a visor.
Put a helmet on. Yeah.
Throw a helmet on. You're a professional.
When you go out and coach your kids, do you have to wear the bucket?
Yeah, of course. Hockey Canada, man. You have to. You have to. No cage, though. No visor, no cage. Sometimes, no chin strap. Sometimes. Just to make sure everyone knows you're out there wheeling.
You're an adult out there.
Yeah, exactly. There's a true talent out there that's really making things happen. All right, Overdrive continues. TSN 1050 and on TSN 4.
Friday on TSN 1050. Hear the Toronto Raptors home opener versus the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jumps it down. Take that with you.
Coverage starts at 6 p.m. Hear it all on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here. Now, back to Overdrive with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog.
Overdrive continues, brought to you by FanDuel, bringing you more ways to play your game your way. We're moving slowly but surely towards Game 1 of the World Series Friday night. And, man, the World Series knocking the Leafs down on hockey night. Not even playing at 7 o'clock on Saturday. That surprised me.
Wow.
I have to be honest. Man, they go to Vancouver and they play at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like, this is one more thing people in Vancouver say, let me get this straight. You're willing to move the game for a different sport for a team in Toronto, but not a team in Vancouver.
What
Leafs
if the
roll
Leafs
through
haven't
town,
lost
can't
yet?
do it.
Would it still be the same thing?
If what? Sorry?
The Leafs haven't lost yet.
Yes. I think this is
It's a
likely.
World Series. These are games 8 to 9.
I know.
It's a World Series, and it's what, once in
Still crazy stuff.
It
Still
doesn't happen
crazy
much.
it's close
stuff.
to once in your lifetime, but it's not. They were in this World Series in what,
92, 93, yes.
Yeah, so it's not in
Third time, man.
third time
Third
in your
time.
lifetime. So this doesn't happen, habitually, 6 out of 10 times type of thing. So
It's
yes,
the
you
right
could
play.
say
100% the right play.
Hazy,
Downtown's going to be crazy.
Are the Dodgers heavy favorites? I would predict that.
They're a
would be the
favorite. I wouldn't say they're a heavy favorite. I'd have to look up what the line is on FanDuel for them to win the series. My guess would be they're minus 200, something like that. Doogie, let us know. I'm curious what that line is. But you'd be getting plus money on the Jays, for sure. But the Jays love playing at home. They love playing at home, man. They love that Rogers Center. And they do have home field advantage starting on Friday night. Here's a guy that knows both teams well, knows both cities well, former Blue Jay, former Dodger. There's Sean Green. How you doing, Sean?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
We're doing very well. How do you feel about this? You're an alumni on both sides of the aisle here. How does this one set up for you?
Yeah, I win. I've already won the World Series, so it's good here. No, it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to have the two teams. I played for 4 teams, but my 15 seasons that I was up, 10 of them were between these two teams. Or actually, no, 12 of them, because I was up briefly in the World Series year and the year after. So, I think it's one of those things where you get to the World Series and anything can happen. It's who's hot at the right time. The Blue Jays have a pretty scary lineup, and the Dodgers know that. So I think it's going to be pretty even money. I think the Dodgers have a slight edge maybe, but I wouldn't bet against either team right now.
Be honest. We're not going to hold you to anything against you. Who are you cheering for? There's got to be one team where you're like, I want to see these guys win the World Series.
No, I honestly at this point, right when you guys called, I was just hanging up with Carlos Delgado, who's a really good friend of mine, and we're both like, look, we want to be entertained and watch, and I think as the series progresses and you kind of see, the drama unfold, and your heart starts to tug you in one direction or the other. But going into it, I'm pretty neutral, honestly, and there's not too many people that I were in Toronto when I was there. I mean, my last year there was 99, which is obviously like almost 30 years ago. But I do still have some friends there, and I love my time there. I'm getting former Jays teammates like Alex Gonzalez, Carlos are texting about it, and it's kind of cool to bring that part of our lives, back into the present.
So if you're with the Jays, how do you approach Ohtani? Is there any type of thought process, any type of pre-scout that we all haven't watched this guy put a clinic on for years?
Yeah, he's obviously a unicorn and does things that no one else does. But I think the thing that's hardest as a hitter is to have even a 3-day break is tough. And so there'll be at least 7 or 8 days off in between series. So I would go at him and see what happens. And so you start off, and in baseball as a pitcher, which I never was, but you kind of go at guys until they prove to you that they can't hit that pitch or whatever it is. So I would say, look, attack him early and see what happens. And